Will your son share some of that venison with you?
I hope so.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Have a great day.
Well, you've seen the smiles of a lot of happy hunters here at the Big Rapids check station, but we've got a guy with even a bigger smile on his face right now. We've got Mitch Rompola from Traverse City, who arrowed what could be the state record buck. Now, the one you see right here is not the state record. This is one I think you shot in Missouri, right?
Yes, back in 1962.
Now, this is also a beautiful buck, and this is one of the first ones I think you entered into the record book?
Yes, I was 14 when I shot this deer.
Oh, God, what a beautiful deer. Yeah. Now, Mitch, however, has taken a much bigger buck. You can see the picture of it right now on film up here in Traverse City on November 13. Now, Mitch knows a little bit about record book bucks. Not only has he taken this one in Missouri, I think you've got 21 altogether, but he was also a scorer for Pope and Young and Boone and Crockett, and he knows what a big buck looks like. And you have a pretty good feeling about this one, don't you?
Oh, sure I do. Even when I seen him out in the wild, I figured he could be the one to break 200, and now that we've green scored him, it's very possible he's going to do a lot better than that.
Yeah. Now, how can you sleep at night? I mean, I was so excited coming up here to see the picture and the film. I was really excited in the car. I don't know how you can sleep at night knowing you've got this big buck sitting there waiting to dry out and waiting to get scored.
Well, actually, if you look at my eyes right now, it's been not getting a lot of sleep. My phone's been just ringing off the hook. Wednesday, I had over 120 calls. Yesterday, around 90 some we logged, and it's been very busy.
Isn't it amazing how fast the word travels?
Actually, I shot the deer last Friday, and by Tuesday, I think almost every major magazine in the nation had called me by then.
Now, as you can see by the picture we showed you a while ago, it is a huge buck, and we've also got some film of you recovering, an actual recovery of the buck taken that day.
Yeah, they used part of that in that tape. The recovery tape I do have is from the tree stand to the deer. I never shut the camera off. It's the entire recovery, and it's very exciting to watch.
Oh, look at him. Oh, God. I knew he was big. Look how white he is. Oh, good sized deer, too. Holy criminy. Yeah, that's about the angle. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Oh, is he beautiful. Man, oh, man. Antlers are just, God, look at the color of them. Man, that's gotta be, the spread's over 3 feet, I'll bet you. I got a tape measure back at the truck. God, what he's been rubbing. Something.
Now, I'm thinking of seeing a big buck come in front of my stand. I've never seen anything even like this, and I'm thinking how nervous I would probably get. How could you even pull the bow back?
Well, I ask myself that, I can tell you. I mean, it's been a lot of years. I've shot a lot of big bucks, and I grew up hunting big bucks and seeing nice racks, and I think that was the edge I had on the buck fever part of it. But this one gave it to me, I can tell you. I was shaking when I seen him, and of course missing him about a week beforehand. I wasn't going to miss him this time. I really focused, and I didn't take any chancy shots. I just center shot this thing and made it good. But yeah, in fact, I couldn't get out of the stand for 15 minutes. I had to sit down, regain my composure, and once I did get down, I didn't even go look. That didn't help you.
I was, my wife and I were talking about this on the way down, and I was trying to compare this to like the Super Bowl or the NBA title, and I got to thinking, it's really bigger than that because somebody wins that every year. This will be, now I keep pointing at this one, the buck that you got will be only the 3rd world record ever taken, actually, because James Jordan did it in, I believe, 1914 out of Burnett County, Wisconsin, 206 and 1/8, I believe. And this thing stood for 80 years. People thought this record will never be broken. There's too many hunters out there, and not as many big deer can grow to be the age they got to get that rack that size. And then along comes Milo Hansen in 1995 and gets this big guy in Saskatchewan, and he not only breaks the record, he shatters it. I mean, there's a lot of people got close to Jordan. I mean, like 204, 205, couldn't quite get it. And now yours, just 3 years later, you told me that your buck is so much bigger than the Hansen's rack that the Hansen rack will actually fit inside your rack and rattle around.
Yeah, you can move it back and forth in
Yeah.
there. I mean, it's extremely wide. I mean,
Yeah.
the outside spread on it's 38 inches, which
Wow.
that alone is the widest one ever in the world.
Yeah.
The widest outside spread is on, I think, a buck from Kentucky. It's 34.5 inches.
Okay, and
And that was the widest outside spread on a typical.
right, and I think Hansen's was like 34.
29.
Oh, 29.
29
okay.
outside.
Okay.
So he had a 27 inside spread. And it's
Wow.
tremendous. That's a tremendous
Yeah.
deer. And of course, you know, I just figured this one would probably break the 200 mark. And of course, after we checked him out a little closer, I started really getting scared.
Oh,
I
I
thought, my
bet.
gosh,
Yeah.
I never believed this deer would do that. But he's got the 14-inch tines. I think there's 3 of them on there. Even the other one's about 13. And long main beams, everything he needs. Big, wide, 30.5-inch inside spread.
And perfect typical, not a
Yeah,
lot of
he doesn't.
deductions.
He's hardly got any deductions. It's
Wow.
very clean. It's a very clean rack too. There's
Mhm.
no odd points on it, no
Yeah.
non-typical.
Yeah.
Very easy to score. So there's
Yeah.
no complications with this
Wow.
one.
Well, Mitch, I'd like to congratulate you again on the big buck that you took. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, and I'm proud for you, and I'm proud for Michigan. And I imagine this is going to generate a lot of interest here in northern Michigan now.
Well, I would sure think it would, and I hope to help that. I'm gonna, once it's officially measured and mounted and all that's said and done, I do hope to take it out, and I want to show it to the people of Michigan. I think it's even good for the state that they've got a deer like this. I mean, for a deer to even break 200 is phenomenal, and we'll see where this one ends up. But I want to, you know, do the hunters justice too and show everybody.
Now, you've got it under lock and key right now. We've got 60 days. Well, you got less than that now. You probably know the days and the minutes when you can haul this thing back out and get it officially scored. But you're going to keep it under lock and key until that time, and then take it out and get it scored and see where it falls.
Yes, I do. You know, you got to protect it, of course. Somebody's putting quite a value on it. I've had some antler collectors call and offer me some pretty good money for it. And right now, we just want to keep it safe, and nobody's handling it until it gets officially measured. We don't want it getting broken, of course.
To say the least, the Rompola rack has stirred a lot of interest here in northern Michigan. Hey, if you like big racks, you're going to want to stop by next